welcome to Piedmont Coach's Corner. I'm here with the head girls basketball coach here at Piedmont High School, Coach Eric Carr. Coach, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. So I'll throw you a little softball, as we like to call it in the industry. We want to know, what do you like most about coaching here at Piedmont?
Piedmont's been great. I would say the culture here is great as far as the kids that I get to coach. I've had nothing but respectful kids that have done everything we've asked them to. I don't deal with drama from my end. Obviously, sometimes with girls there can always be a little drama, but they kind of take care of things themselves when that happens. But ultimately, the kids that I get to coach here are just phenomenal. I mean, they're hard workers. They come from great families that are supportive, and so I would say that right there probably is the best thing for sure.
So we're continuing to grow here at Piedmont. I'm sure you know that as being an administrator here, but also being a coach here. What are you doing as a coach to continue to grow your program?
It's difficult in basketball. This year our numbers are probably as down as they've ever been, and it's a case to where volleyball is getting more and more popular, and kids play a lot of club soccer, and kids want to really invest into trying to have an opportunity to go to college. And so for that to happen, they're spending a lot of extra time outside of just the school sport in those particular sports. So for girls basketball, our numbers are down a little bit. We've had some kids that would kind of play multi-sports that are starting to go geared more towards one, and it's the same for us. We have quite a lot of our kids do other things, but there's a few of them do the same thing. But I've been an administrator this year. I stepped back in the classroom to have an opportunity to get down there with our middle school kids, just to be around them a little bit. I'm not coaching a lot down there, but I'm there. I'm seeing them. They're seeing me in a different light than just me fired up on a sideline on a Friday game night or whatever. And so I think that just being around our younger kids is good. I started a youth mini league for 4 through 7 year olds 3 years whenever I took over a head job. We've done that. So trying to create that culture with those little kids that basketball is fun. It's something that they can get hooked up into and do that. And so I think that's probably something that we won't see for another 4 or 5 years, but there's going to be kids that played in that. My daughter played in a mini league in El Reno when I was there. I started it there, and she's a junior now, and I had a daughter that's 20 years old that played in my mini league, and then she played basketball because they found that love for the game and that connection. So I think that mini league is something in our community that we've started from the girls basketball program that hopefully we'll reap the benefit of getting kids hooked up early and finding a love for the game.
Sure. So kind of transitioning into competitiveness, obviously with growing, you obviously are going to be playing more and more competitive teams each year and bigger teams with that in mind. What are you doing to be as competitive as you can as a program?
I don't think that changes. I mean, we do what we do. We have a culture. We expect our kids to play hard. We expect them to come and compete every single day in practice. We expect them to put some extra time in it and make sure that they're investing into the program for their teammates and for the school itself. And so I don't think that changes. Our culture is not going to change because we're going to go 6A and we're going to be bigger. Our culture is going to stay the same. Our culture is what it is. We play hard. We compete hard. We treat each other right. We're good to our teammates. We're good teammates. All those things don't change because of growth or anything like that. You just keep instilling that in your kids. We may at some point see an influx of maybe some different socioeconomics, and so it's a matter of people coming in and fitting into what we do and getting them to buy into that culture. So I guess maybe with growth and having some more kids come in would be them understanding this is who we are, this is what we do at Piedmont, and this is how we play, and this is our culture. So come be a part of it, because I think there's a lot of positive things that we do with the kids, and the kids get to experience because of their investment into their effort in the program. So
sure, for sure. So obviously last year being pandemic, a lot of challenges that come along with that, and I'm sure your program experienced those, as did almost every program across the state, and even across the United States itself. Has this year been any different? Kind of give me an idea. How's practice been going? How is that going this year?
It's back to what I would consider normal for us. We haven't faced any situations. We've had, a coach that's had to be quarantined a little bit for some, but outside of that, we're back to what I would consider normal. Like I said, our numbers are a little down just because of some of the factors we talked about earlier. But I think I like our middle school numbers are really good. I think we got a lot of kids that really seem like they enjoy the game that'll continue to move forward as they get into high school. And so, keeping them going. But as far as the pandemic and any of that stuff, we're as normal as we probably were before. And not to say that it won't hit us and we'll have to make some adjustments. And we're hoping and praying it doesn't because of our numbers being a little lower. But that's okay. We'll manage and adjust and do what we have to continue to be successful and move forward. So.
Sure. Going to hit the ground running. We're getting started. It's upon us, the season. Kind of give me some of your goals and kind of a preview of what your season looks like.
Our goal is to get to the state tournament and go win a title. I mean, it's obviously we lost a few pieces off last year's semifinal team that were big contributors, but ultimately that's what we believe in and what we are here to do. We've got work to do still. Our kids are working hard and competing hard, and we're going to be a little undersized this year compared to what we've been in the past, and so we're going to have to find different creative ways to defend. And but our culture defensively is really good, and our kids understand how to really guard, and it's just stepping up and maybe having to guard a big if I'm a guard, doing some different things that they haven't had to. And so as we start seeing different opponents and go through scouting reports, we'll start preparing our kids to be able to handle different situations, and when adversity hits, having kids being able to step into maybe roles that they haven't always done or been comfortable with because of the need to do that. But it's just hard work and preparation. We're getting after it, and we expect to win. So that's the goal.
I like that. I like to hear that, and you've done that. So you've definitely done that. So I like that. But thank you so much for meeting with us today, Coach Carr. Appreciate it. Good luck this season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
This has been Piedmont Coach's Corner with head girls basketball coach Eric Carr.